for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos, it's in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mind me, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. On play action, now Rodgers. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017, and I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's go. Roger.
Play action. It's Keenum. And he's got Mike Gesicki, his rookie tight end. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Keenum. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he spins past him and into space. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They do snap it to Keenum. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Todd Gurley, 87 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Let's go, let's go.
To throw on second down is Keenum. This one brought by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Keenum. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Ndamukong Suh, with a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vontaze Burfict. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They thought he can win every battle.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Box it. Blue 58.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's fine. Yeah, hurry up. Inside.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Gurley again here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Hey, where are you going? Jump out!
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. On second down, here's Keenum. Caught on the left side by Gibb. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. Keenum now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, here's Fournette. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down, Keenum dumps it off to Fournette. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Always got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Jumbo!
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Going deep for Walker. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now it's Ginn. Fights off the defender. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we'll head down to Orlando. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Tackle made by Antoine Bethea. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Keenum. And able to find Green. They only get 5 out of that quick slant, but that's good enough for a first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. but they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
From the gun on third down, Keenum. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Keenum now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Go, go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go, let's go.
A first run for the backup Abdullah. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gonzalez to add the PAT. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal,
Let's go, come on.
Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Again they run with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Brooks Reed, with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a give to Fournette. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Todd Gurley, 77 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. Defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, here's Keenum. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They'd seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A handoff to Fournette. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
That's fine. Yeah. Check nickel. We're going. 18.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
No, Roger.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And his throw here's incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The pitch to Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got some space here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Let's go, let's go.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Calais Campbell in there to get him for a loss of 5. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, partner, I know this time.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Rodgers to throw. The Try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Rodgers. Looking downfield for Jeff. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T for him. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now it's Keenum. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Keenum now to throw. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Escaping the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Roger, Roger, Roger.
A handoff, Fournette running left. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken at his 4. Oh, twisting away. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Right back to him on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Box it, box it, box it.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Hurry up. Back to more.
They run. It's Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Murray has the first down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect him to attack on defense and not sit back.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
3rd and goal. Gurley fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Roger, go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now what can Keenum do with his drive?
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room in midfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the 50, it's Keenum.
Really good, skillful tackle.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Down. Roger.
On second down, here's Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Roger, Roger, Roger.
Third and long. It's Keenum. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on fourth down.
22. Carry left. 22. 22.
They do snap it to Keenum. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a first down. Here's Keenum to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint.